Hey guys, today we're talking about the variable tumble control flaps, variable induction, tracked system. On this particular car, it's a Mazda. There was a recall in the US for the flaps coming loose and falling into the engine. Luckily they fall into the lower part of the manifold there. It rattles. There's a rattling caused by them. Gets worse, the screws fall out, they strip. I guess it could be ingested. The screws could be ingested and damage the engine. The variable tumble control basically gives it a short path at high RPM and a longer path at low RPM to increase torque. Some people do pull them out. This is nearly at the stage where you can see the hole is oval. All of them are like that. The screws fell out of that one. One screw fell out of that one. And you would bring it to that position to do the job. I've cleaned this up. We're going to use some new screws and what have you. The first thing to do with it is to stop it like that. Stop it rattling, bring it to a position where it won't rattle. Okay, so unhook the loom. From the injectors and what have you. The fuel lines. Everything's up here now, but the fuel lines have a you unclip the box and there's this clip. Just be gentle. Disconnect the battery. Loosen the two bolts under the manifold. There's a brace just to give it that. So you can then take this out. So you've got the injector rail out and the bolts. All the bolts can be accessed from the top with the right tools, which is in the hammer. These are the screws. So they're not, I saw one of them stripped, that one. One of them stripped. PCV's off, vacuum hoses. And that's what you need to do the job. The bolts are, there's some bolts, you get two. Oh, sorry, wrong way. Where is it? I'm confused. Yeah. From here. And those, all those. Of course, I said the injector loom. Now, another part about this car, sudden shutdown, stalling. After you do the right tests, or just for preventative, after you properly clean things, clean in there. There's a little bore for it. Also, keep the accelerator cable up. These off the power steering. So you can see the loom was over there, it's now over here. You know, you want to lubricate stuff with silicone and that. These cars are getting a bit old for all this, but it's not required to unhook any water hoses. You do want to check them though, because they burst. Okay, what you do with the injector O-rings and all that, I mean, I have new gaskets on the way for this. This is perished. And this is perished. I've glued it back on just to have it. but pieces came off this gasket, so I've got one of these on the way. It's quite old. Yeah, and you would secure this here to do the job. Use thread locker or whatever you need, but you know, there's only so much force you can put on those screws. I think Mazda sort of came up with this design back in the 90s, and look, it's good, but not when the screws fall out. So yeah, that's just 1840cc BJ 2003 Mazda for the rattle in the intake manifold. Okay, good luck with it. Bye.